any Democrat-run state, and it's just not the same. It doesn't work. You look at these cities, our great cities are, New York City is a crime den. Chicago is a crime den. You look at these great cities, Los Angeles, San Francisco, you look at what's happening to our country. We cannot let it happen any longer. And one of the other things I'll do, because, you know, you're supposed to not be involved in that. You just have to be asked by the governor or the mayor to come in. The next time, I'm not waiting. One of the things I did was let them run it, and we're going to show how bad a job they do. Well, we did that. We don't have to wait any longer. We got to get crime out of our cities.
So what he's talking about there is creating a military force in your city that's answerable only to him. Now, he's not the only one with this idea. Okay, when I tell you that the oligarchs want complete control over protests, they want complete control over schools and books, they want complete control over, the transparency that corporations have to, operate with. They want to rescind every regulation that ever came down the pike that was protecting the consumer, that was protecting, you from complete ruin. When I tell you that they want to enslave, when I tell you that the owners of this country are finally done sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the show. They want to steal it all. They're ready now to make their move, and they are pretty sure that what they need to do is have policing controlled by them too. I'm not kidding. Because here's Ron DeSantis reactivating a Florida guard that's only answerable to him, without any oversight whatsoever on, who's protesting or who he's arresting for, felonious attempts at voting. Like, the people in the villages, they self-admit that they voted more than once. Some of them voted twice. Some of them will do it again. Nothing really happens to them. They get community service. But African Americans who were issued state registrations by the state, they were sent voter registration cards by this here state, giving them every inkling, every bit of permission that they were seeking to vote, were sent those voter registration cards, in Ron DeSantis' opinion, erroneously, and they needed to be arrested, and he had to hold a press conference. Now, their cases have been thrown out of court, because the state did issue them voter registration cards. But that's not going to stop any of this. He's saying, I want my own Florida guard that's not answerable to the feds, that's not answerable to anybody.
We thought it would be important to expand that, and the easiest way to expand it was to restart something that we had in this state for a long time, our own Florida State Guard. And so that's what we're doing. And so, the Florida State Guard will be comprised of Floridians, and it will be designed to assist and help only Floridians. It will not be subject to be mobilized by the federal government, and the federal government cannot impose policies or penalties on the Florida State Guard. And so
people are literally applauding the standing up of a brown shirt police force. People are literally standing there and applauding Nazis. They're literally applauding Stasi. They're literally applauding a Florida police force that's answerable to nobody but the governor of Florida. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, and DeSantis is one of these, Teneo guys. He's one of these Federalist Society guys. He's one of these guys that gets his money from Donors Trust. He's one of these dark money recipients that have a vision for the United States that looks nothing like the United States. Okay, nothing at all. Okay, they want to own. They want to lord. They want to enslave. They want to enslave. I mean, this is why the attack on women. This is really why, and it appeals to guys who really despise women because they get hurt by women, or women are, a thing that they can't control or a thing that they can't have, right? So you have this misogynist community that typically identifies as being Republican or Libertarian or Nazis, okay? And they're all about enslaving women. They're all about suing women's friends, like we see in Texas, for helping a woman who was in the process of divorcing her husband, found out she was pregnant, and wanted a medical abortion with the mifepristone. And her husband is suing her 3 friends. And under the Texas law, that's doable. That's doable.